Hi everyone, thank you for having me. I'll do a very quick introduction of who I am, what I do. I'm Delphine Donné. I'm in charge of the Personal Workspace Solution Business Group at Logitech. I've been in tech for 25 years. I've lived in many countries, including China, US, and more recently I moved to Switzerland. And I'm the mother of two, and I've love being in technology because I think it has the power to help people, make people's life easier. That's what we focus on doing at Logitech. We focus on helping people pursue their passions in a way that is good for the planet. We design hardware and software solutions that really help companies to thrive and people to stay connected and work. And today I just want to briefly give you a short overview of how we think about innovation and the future of work. And innovation is, the bread and butter of what we do at Logitech. We think about, Logitech has been founded in Switzerland 40 years ago. It's based at the campus in EPFL. And for us, it's really a key engine to really transform life of people on a daily basis. Although I have been working in the company for 17 years, I only moved to Switzerland 4 years ago. And I had not realized the power that actually being a Swiss company based in Switzerland, the EPFL, the power it has for us to accelerate and scale our innovation worldwide. On one side, we have a successful engine where we have incredible talents around design across the company, engineering, hardware and software. We have really deep consumer insights, and we have amazing sustainability expertise and really amazing operational excellence that allows us to launch and sell across the world in 100 countries. But what I've discovered as well by being based in Switzerland is that not only we have access to really amazing talent, thanks to the great universities of ETH, EPFL, we have really incredible power. But what I did not fully appreciate before moving here was the power of the collaboration and the network in Switzerland that allows small companies, startups, bigger companies, governments, academicians, schools to really work together and drive transformation faster together. Pilot test it in Switzerland, have an opportunity to learn, work faster, and then you can scale worldwide. So this has been really an incredible learning for me, and I'm always excited to have a chance to talk about innovation. And then finally, the future of work. We are also right in the middle of that biggest transformation of our work era, and people are going to want more flexibility in the future, but they're also everyone is connected to the digital world. Technology is at the heart of it, and obviously it's going to give us really big transformation around how we recruit people. We can recruit people from outside. Companies will have to change their policies and adapt, but it's also an opportunity to recruit talent from everywhere, also to drive more diversity and inclusion, and technology will obviously spread even faster. So I'm very excited to talk a bit more about the future of work and innovation in Switzerland. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you very much, Delphine. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
While I'm going to introduce our second guest. Und unser zweiter Gast, beziehungsweise das zweite Unternehmen, ist Lukas Gysin. Er ist Gründer und Boardmember bei der Unique Feed AG, einem ETH-Spin-off, das die Branchenwerbung für Sportübertragungen im TV revolutioniert hat. Warum genau? Das wird er uns nun sagen und auch etwas genauer erklären. Welcome here, Lukas Gysin.
Ja, guten Nachmittag miteinander. Es freut mich sehr, in meiner alten Heimat zu sprechen und über Innovation euch über Unique Feed Insights zu geben. Was machen wir bei UniQFeed? Wir haben eine innovative Lösung für virtuelle Werbung im Live-Sport. Wir haben 2015, basierend auf meinem MBA Rochester, das Unternehmen gegründet. Ich erzähle gleich nachher noch etwas zu den Founders. Wir haben eine tolle Computer Vision Lösung, State of the Art. Wir sind ein Team von ca. 60 Mitarbeiterinnen, 40 davon Hightech Pros, und wir haben 3 Locations. In Glabruck ist unser Headquarter, dann eine Entwicklungsstation in Hannover und in New York. Und wir sind ein ATH Zurich Spin-off, ganz wichtig für uns. Das sind die Magic Triangle, die 3 Gründer. Ganz rechts zu ihrer Seite Luc van Kool, Professor, smarter Professor. In der Mitte ein introvertiertes Tech-Genius, der Ralf. Und ich bin der extrovertierte Business Guy. Und so zusammen war das für uns die ideale Kombination für die Gründung von UniQFeed. Was machen wir? Wie schaut das aus? Wir machen virtuelle Werbung im Live-Sport. Alles, was wir machen, geht durch unsere Maschine innerhalb von weniger als einer Sekunde. Wir überblenden also diese LED-Boards, wie Sie hier sehen, vom Fußballstadion, das ist, glaube ich, FC Basel, Swisscom, überblenden wir mit Heineken und wir fügen virtuelle Teppiche ein. Und das hat logischerweise alles einen kommerziellen Sinn. Wir hören später. Schauen wir uns an, wie das ausschaut. Schauen Sie sich auch die kleinen Nasty-Dinger an, wie Eckball, Torfahnen oder Ball oder Zuschauer, respektive Schiedsrichter, Spieler. Ich habe hier Beispiele mitgebracht von einem Spiel. Ein bisschen Euphorie hier, das ist ein Champions League Club, ein paar Jahre her. Basel gegen Sion. Sie sehen oben links das Originalfeed, was wir nicht modifiziert haben, und dann 3 virtuelle, Nissan, Heineken und Credit Suisse, die CS6. Und Sie sehen, Spieler ist immer Vordergrund, Sie haben das Gefühl, Sie sehen die Realität. Und diese Signale werden in Zukunft ausgestrahlt zu Ihnen nach Hause und jeder sieht was anderes als im Stadion vor Ort. Und das ist die Innovation. Ein anderes Beispiel hier von österreichischem Derby, auch virtuelle Teppiche haben wir hier gemacht. Hier sehen Sie nichts und jetzt sehen Sie hinten links, respektive dann später vorne links, die virtuellen Teppiche. Wir könnten noch lange weiterschauen. Hier kurz der Impact. It's all about money, wie immer. Es geht um Geld. Sie sehen, die großen Rechtehalter, UEFA, FIFA, ATP, konnten jetzt die Werbung einmal verkaufen. In Zukunft können sie es mehrere Male verkaufen. Also Sie haben überall Coke, verschiedene Coke-Produkte, oder pro Kontinent, pro Land haben Sie separierte Werbung mit differenzierten Sponsoren. Und wenn Sie den Markt anschauen, das ist natürlich groß. Die Märkte im In-Game ist 3,5 Milliarden. Und wir gehen davon aus, oder wir wissen, dass die großen Rechtehalter ihre Revenues, ihre Einkünfte nochmal massiv steigern können. Wir arbeiten mit Rechtehaltern zusammen, FIFA, UEFA, MLB, wie sie alle heißen. Unsere großen Targets sind natürlich die Champions League für die nächsten 3 Jahre und die FIFA WM 2026. Zu guter Letzt, was passiert in Zukunft bei Ihnen zu Hause? Sie werden immer wie mehr über diese digitalen Plattformen Sport kommunizieren und jede von Ihnen wird spezifische Werbung in Zukunft sehen, gemäß Ihrem Consumer-Verhalten. Das ist die Innovation, die stattfinden wird und dazu freue ich mich zu sprechen. Danke vielmals.
Dankeschön, Lukas Gysin, bitte. So, Delphine and Lukas, we're going to talk about Swissness in the world of tech. What do you think? What role does the small country Switzerland play in technological innovation? So we have a little bit an outside view from you and an inside view from you, Lukas. Delphine.
Well, as I mentioned, I've just been really amazed by the strength of the network and the collaboration, which really, I mean, innovation is about collaborating and having diverse, inclusive collaboration. So that's one part which is very important in Switzerland. But the other aspect for me is this quality, first the talent, the quality, the precision, the miniaturization, and the rigor that comes as well with it. So it's really something very unique in Switzerland, which I think helps in driving very advanced innovation and technology.
When you talk about the collaborations, you had an example with EPFL, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, obviously, you know, when you innovate, so you collaborate with people internally, but sometimes you don't have the capability, you don't even have the ingredients you need to make the experience. So you look for partners, whether it's startups, whether it's like a company, for example, that is doing car industry, but miniaturization of certain pieces you need, and you can work together. So this, the richness of the network and partnership.
In your case?
In my case, for me, it's leaving the comfort zone, as seen. 3 different kinds of people regrouping, going outside the box, leaving the comfort zone, and then innovation takes place.
And how important is Switzerland as a location for you?
For us, it was perfect. It's a safety place. The techies like to stay in Switzerland, to develop, to enjoy also life and the snow and everything which is here. And it's a good atmosphere, and we have very, very talented people from ETH and other startups and other from the community here in Switzerland. For us, it was an ideal starting point.
So the business environment is important for every company, for sure. We talked about positive things now. Where would you wish for more support or perhaps also better conditions here in Switzerland? Where do we have more potential?
Well, I think on one side we have amazing talent, but sometimes it's not the skills we're missing, it's the diversity of, you know, in the tech industry. Finding also women working in the industry is really important for the diversity of thoughts in the innovation. So I really think that from a high school point of view all the way to university, we should encourage more women to go in tech fields and to create that diversity that we need for recruitment of talent. But I also think that it's a great opportunity to find talent outside of Switzerland, whether they want to continue working remotely and work for a Swiss company. It brings you diversity of thoughts from a different perspective of a different country. So I think with the big transformation of the future of work and hybrid work, it's a fantastic opportunity to really diversify the landscape, give more opportunities to people even outside. But there is more support needed, obviously, at multiple levels, from schools to companies to recruiter, being more patient, but also governments to help in terms of recruitment outside of Switzerland or helping the diversity in Switzerland.
Yeah. But when we're talking about the diversity, it's not just a Switzerland-specific problem, I think, right? Or do you think you expected more from a developed country like Switzerland?
You're teasing me here in a way because how come is Logitech the only Swiss SMI company that has a chairwoman and now CEO woman? We are the only company. So it's like, if you look at diversity, I think in Switzerland we have a lot of opportunities, but at the same time we have really strong tech capabilities and talents. But it's important to also bring people from different countries that help you in the innovation as well, to think differently. So.
What are you thinking about Switzerland's potential?
Yes, I see what you are saying. Agree. I would wish also for more women in the tech development team. We have just 2 out of 40. It's a shame, but it is as it is. What we are missing, or what is important for us, is also we have a lot of people who are coming into Switzerland, and for those finding a flat and close to Zurich, it's very expensive. So with public train, no problem, and remote, no problem. But the techies, they like also to work together in one room. And it's always surprising for me. They are playing chess time by time, and I'm invited then After 5 minutes, they change the rules because it's too easy for them, and I'm completely lost. But it is as it is, yeah, and it's good.
You talked just about remote work. It's getting more and more important. So especially also since the pandemic, working from home has become a part of daily work life for many. You provide the products we need for the remote work. But I would be interested, how do you handle the issue of working from home in your company? 5 days a week, working from home, no problem? Or what's your approach?
Well, it's a good question that many companies are asking, but I have people across the world. My R&D team is in multiple countries and time zone, and this flexibility of working from the office or from home give everybody an opportunity to manage their work-life balance differently, but it doesn't stop us from innovating, because the product's technology here is helping people to connect, to still create an inclusive environment. Like if you're in a meeting room having a meeting with a few people, but now you have video collaboration tools like right size, for example, for Logitech, that people who are on screen can see people individually in the room. So there is all sorts of technology that even if you're remote, you feel like you're working very closely together. We don't have a policy. I still work on 2 days a week in the office, the rest at home or I travel. But it's still important to get together, but you can achieve amazing things by giving people the flexibility they need.
But is it the same when you're remote?
It's different type of work you do. So when I stay at home, it's because I have Zoom calls with different time zone all day, or I need to do some like focus work, presentation or report. When I go to the office, it's a fantastic opportunity to connect, to recreate, that connection, and generally learning things that you wouldn't normally learn in a formal meeting. So it's like connecting with people, finding different information, and bringing the culture of the company and the values, like really feeling it across people. But that flexibility is fundamental, and if you want to recruit talent, whether they're young, experts from outside, from Switzerland, people expect now at more than 70% to have the flexibility to work from home and from the office. So you were asking also what we need to do. I think overall companies and governments and the different insurance, we need to adapt our policies to make it easier for people to work from home or in the office and create still an inclusive environment.
More flexibility at work, a topic that your employers also want to have?
We have a total flexible work system, I would say. The operators are traveling the world, more or less always to the remote production centers, so not that much travel, but indeed, yes. And it's the same as at your company. Homework, yes, and being in the office as well, very important, and we have a great mix, and they like it. So no change at all.
We still had the topic of talents. We're living in times of a talent war, I would say. We have shortage of skilled workers. What do you do against the topic?
So first, I think you need to be patient. Take the time to find the right talent, whether in the country or outside of the country, but give yourself the time.
But as a tech company, you have the time because it is so fast changing, especially the tech world. You have the time to wait for talents.
If you want to work fast and be a great innovative company, you need the right type of talent. And sometimes you can also think differently on, they may have a skills, but you may bring them in to actually see the potential they can do something else. So you need to be also open-minded and be willing to also invest in some of the training and transformation and growth of that person. I have to say, when I joined my group in 2018, At the time, I only had 28% of women in the group, and only certain type of product managers. I didn't have product managers that had good, strong software skills, for example. Now I have about 53% women in my group across the world and in Switzerland. And we have new type of talent. I have now sustainability experts, software experts, people who have been in FMCG and have never done tech before. So there is also an openness to the type of profile you're looking for and how you can help them grow inside and train them.
What are you doing to win the best talents?
Recruiting and as a startup, it's super easy for us because we are a small group, dedicated group, a cool group of people, very skilled, and they organize game events and such things, and it's very inspiring for them and for us, and we are always attracting people because they like to work on something very specific in sports and technology, emotions. It's very emotional driven. They see the results directly in the TV or on the OTT mobile, and this is attracting. So for us, it's easy going that way, but it's for sure a problem.
If I may add, I think for recruiting, it's really important to have a very clear vision that people feel inspired by, because it makes them want to come. And they need to also feel a culture of, being able to grow and speak up and be themselves. So that plays for us a really big portion of how we attract talents and people come to us as well.
Our time's almost up, so let's sum up with a summary question. I'm going to start a sentence and you can end it. Being innovative and agile requires especially, Lukas?
I would say leaving the comfort zone and go full speed with dedication, and it takes time. It takes time, but after 9 years, we are almost there, and all's great. Thanks.
Thank you. Being innovative and agile requires especially?
I think passion, perseverance, and inclusive collaboration. Be open to feedback, but stick to some convictions.
Thank you very much. It was a
Thank
pleasure
you.
having you with us. Delphine Donné und Lukas Gysin.